Imagine this scenario. You step out of a warm shower. Your hair is freshly washed, smelling of premium shampoo, and your scalp is perfectly clean. You reach for your favorite hairbrush or comb, the same one you use every single day, and you run it through your hair. You think you are finishing your beauty routine, but scientifically speaking, you might have just undone all your hard work. We obsess over the ingredients in our shampoos, buy expensive serums, and track down perfect conditioners. Yet, the vast majority of people completely ignore the single object that makes direct, forceful contact with their scalp daily. Brushes, combs, and styling clips are treated like permanent bathroom fixtures that never need maintenance. But beneath those bristles lies a hidden, microscopic world. Your hairbrush is not just a tool, it is a highly active, thriving ecosystem. If you have been struggling with a stubborn, itchy scalp, mysterious hairline breakouts, or dandruff that refuses to go away, the culprit might not be your genetics. It might be the petri dish sitting right on your bathroom vanity. It is a common misconception that a dirty brush just holds loose hair and gray lint. In reality, every single time a brush strokes across your head, it acts like a microscopic rake, scraping up a complex cocktail of organic matter. First, there is sebum. This is the natural oil produced by your sebaceous glands to protect your skin. When left on a brush, this oil reacts with oxygen, breaks down, and goes rancid. Second, there are dead skin cells. The human scalp sheds thousands of skin cells daily, and they get trapped right at the base of your bristles. Third, there is product buildup. Every layer of dry shampoo, leave-in conditioner, hairspray, and gel leaves a sticky residue behind. Combined, this forms a sticky adhesive that traps environmental dust and airborne mold spores. Because most people keep their hairbrushes in the bathroom, this mixture is regularly exposed to high humidity and warm steam. It is, quite literally, the exact laboratory condition required to cultivate bacteria and fungi. When you brush your clean hair with an unwashed tool, you are actively redepositing this concentrated layer of old bacteria, oxidized oils, and dead skin back onto your pores, throwing off your scalp's microbiome. Research shows that neglecting tool hygiene directly triggers or severely worsens several uncomfortable scalp conditions. The first is seborrheic dermatitis, which most people recognize as chronic dandruff. This is linked to a harmless, fat-loving fungus called malassezia that naturally lives on our skin and feeds on fresh sebum. However, studies show that an overgrowth of malassezia triggers an inflammatory response. A hairbrush caked in old, trapped sebum becomes an all-you-can-eat buffet for this fungus, causing it to multiply rapidly. Brushing then overloads your skin with the microbe, creating oleic acid that penetrates the skin barrier, causing intense itching, redness, and flaking. If you use anti-dandruff shampoos but brush with a dirty tool, you are constantly reinfecting your scalp. The second condition is scalp folliculitis, which looks like small, painful red bumps or whiteheads forming around your hair strands. This is an infection of the hair follicles, primarily caused by Staphylococcus aureus bacteria. Staphylococcus thrives in warm, damp environments, making a humid hairbrush a prime habitat. As you brush, the stiff bristles create microscopic, invisible scratches on your scalp. If the brush is covered in bacteria, those microbes are pushed directly into those fresh, tiny tears, invading the follicle and causing painful irritation. In chronic cases, prolonged folliculitis can damage the hair root permanently, leading to localized thinning. The third condition is highly contagious and explains why tool hygiene is a safety matter, especially when tools are shared. This is Tinea capitis, commonly known as ringworm of the scalp. Caused by fungi called dermatophytes, their spores can survive on plastic, metal, and wooden surfaces for weeks. According to the CDC, sharing undisinfected combs and brushes is the primary way scalp ringworm spreads, attacking the keratin in the hair fibers and causing circular, scaly, intensely itchy bald patches. If you think this is just a theoretical threat, the data tells a much more urgent story. Environmental hygiene studies show that used hairbrushes left uncleaned for over 3 months harbour more colony-forming units of bacteria per square inch than a standard household pet bowl. The dense arrangement of bristles creates thousands of tiny crevices safe from airflow. Furthermore, a study in the International Journal of Trichology highlighted that dried styling products form rough, microscopic jagged edges along the bristles. Pulling these through your hair causes friction against the protective cuticle layer, stripping it away over time and leading to mid-shaft breakage and split ends. Your dirty brush is literally scratching your hair to pieces. Now, how do we fix it? When confronted with a dirty brush, many look for a quick shortcut, thinking, "Can I just spray my brush with medical alcohol and call it a day?" The short answer is a definitive no. Spraying alcohol onto a dirty brush is like spraying hand sanitizer onto hands covered in thick mud. It kills surface germs, but it cannot clean the tool. This is due to a biofilm, the sticky microscopic crust of sebum, skin cells, and dried products covering the bristles. Bacteria and fungal spores hide underneath this crust where alcohol cannot penetrate. Furthermore, alcohol evaporates in seconds without removing the physical dirt, leaving a sticky buffet of organic matter ready to welcome new bacteria. Frequently spraying alcohol onto product buildup without washing it can actually bake the gunk onto the bristles, turning it into a hardened, cement-like residue. Medical alcohol is an incredible tool, but it must be used as the final step of physical decontamination, not the only step. For standard plastic brushes, synthetic combs, and plastic clips, perform a 2-stage process once every 2 weeks. Step 1. Remove the debris. Use the tail end of a metal comb or scissors to pull all trapped hair free. Step 2. Break the biofilm shield. Submerge the tools in a bowl of warm water mixed with 1 tablespoon of clarifying shampoo or dish soap to break down oils, and add 1 tablespoon of baking soda to neutralize odors. Let them soak for 15 minutes to loosen the caked-on skin. Step 3. Scrub and sanitize. Use a clean toothbrush to thoroughly scrub between rows of bristles, then rinse under clean water. Now, and only now, do you apply your alcohol. Spray 70% rubbing alcohol to eliminate any remaining pathogens, then lay them flat on a towel with the bristles facing downward so water doesn't trap inside the cushion. A critical warning must be given for premium tools, like wooden handles or natural boar bristle brushes. Natural wood and organic bristles require different care. Never submerge a wooden brush in water or it will warp and crack. Additionally, the soft rubber cushions on high-end brushes trap water underneath them, creating a hidden stagnant pool where black mold can grow undetected. For these delicate tools, dip only the bristles into the soapy mixture. Avoid the wooden base. Wipe the handle with a damp cloth and rubbing alcohol, and let them air dry completely in a well-ventilated area. By taking just 10 minutes twice a month to physically wash and disinfect your hair tools, you protect your scalp from fungal overgrowth, eliminate breakout-causing bacteria, and ensure your hair remains truly clean and healthy from root to tip. Stop washing your hair only to brush it with a dirty tool. Clean your brushes, protect your scalp, and let your hair thrive.